Welcome back to my views and news. The first news story is from Tigray. Tigray's top leaders who have been in prison have been released today. They were released from a prison. The prisoners who were released today include a brave lady from Tigray who refused to testify against her comrades when she appeared at a court more than a year ago. Secondly, while OLA and Ethiopian federal government are going to start talks, hope is there that talks could start. A senior Prosperity Party leader was shot dead today in Vallega. And thirdly, viewers, Orthodox Church issued a statement today about the three archbishops and 20 monks who were appointed as bishops by the three archbishops, the supplanter faction which was based in the Oromia region of Ethiopia. Firstly, viewers, some top Tigray leaders, members of TPLF's executive committee who have been in prison were released today. It has been confirmed that they are out of prison. The freed Tigray leaders include firstly Keria Ibrahim. Keria Ibrahim served as Speaker of House of Federation for almost a year, I think. She resigned in June 2020. A brave lady, because I remember I read a video more than a year ago when she appeared at a court, I think in Addis Ababa. And there she was told to testify against her comrades who appeared at the court, like Sabbath Naga and others. But she refused to testify at the court. She stood, back then she was not in prison, I think. She was free. But she refused to testify and she spoke in the court in support of her comrades. She was arrested. Since then, she's been in prison. Sabbath Naga and others against whom she refused to testify were released last year. She remained in prison. Today she was released. A brave lady who stood with her colleagues, with her TPLF companions. Secondly, Abraham Kassate released from prison. Thirdly, Abdisalim Balima. The three are top TPLF members. And fourthly, a Tigray opposition party leader was released from prison as well. Dori Esgidam, head of Tigray Simba Democratic Party, was imprisoned around 2 years ago. Long imprisonment he faced. He is from Irob, I think, and several other opposition and TPLF party members were arrested and released. But Dori Esgidam was not released. Today he was released from a prison too. Charges have been dropped against Tigray's top military and political leaders. Earlier, 2 years ago, when charges were filed, charges were about terrorism. These Tigray leaders, military, civilians, they were charged with terrorism, with treason, with subversion. And now you see that after the peace deal, we are seeing reconciliation. Top Tigray leadership is being acquitted. Charges are being dropped. Charges against Debretsion Gebremichael and Tadesse Varede and others have been dropped as well by prosecutors. It's part of reconciliation, but this reconciliation will definitely put an end to accountability. There won't be any accountability for the war crimes committed in this war. Tigray will keep on speaking about war crimes committed by Eritrean military. Eritrea denies. Tigray will not press for investigations into human rights abuses committed by Ethiopian military or other regional forces. Maybe Tigray might emphasize for investigations into abuses committed by Amhara forces. But Tigray will never speak. It will never call for investigations against Ethiopian National Defense Force members because a deal has been signed, understanding has been reached, reconciliation is being done by the parties. Secondly, viewers, a senior Prosperity Party leader has been shot dead in Oromia at a crucial time when Oromo Liberation Army and Ethiopian federal government are going to start talks. This incident is significant. We heard PM Abiy 2 days ago at Parliament session confirming Ethiopian government's resolve to resolve the conflict with OLA through dialogue. Committees have been formed, international players are being involved, like US and Norwegian diplomats. They're contacting Oromo Liberation Army and Prosperity Party. African Union is being approached as well. So a regional international effort is being made to start dialogue between OLA and Ethiopian federal government. At this crucial time, a senior Prosperity Party leader has been shot dead. His name is Dasalin Bokonja. Dasalin Bokonja was assassinated in Nakamte outside his residence. No one knows or no statement from the government about who is behind the assassination of Dasalin. Some armed faction, criminal elements, we don't know. Could this be an attempt to derail the likely peace process between OLA and Ethiopian federal government? Let's see. We'll have to wait for government statement. Government should clarify who is behind the death of Dasalin Bokonja. Thirdly, was Orthodox Church of Ethiopia issued a statement. Today, Holy Synod met. On the agenda of today's meeting were two issues. Tigray Orthodox Church recent decisions which have been rejected by Orthodox Church and the Splinter Oromia faction. No statement about Tigray Orthodox Church so far, which could be released in coming hours. But the Synod spoke about the Splinter faction of Oromia, which has been dismantled now. It's clear. The church today lifted condemnation from the 3 archbishops and 20 monks. So they have returned to the church. Their ranks, their salaries, all their benefits have been restored by the church today. Abune Marcos, Abune Severos, Abune Evastatios are back with the church. 20 monks as well who were promoted to the ranks, positions of priests, bishops, they are being reinstated to not as bishops but as monks. Only 3 or 4 are remaining now, I think. All appointees have returned to their previous positions. Their appointments have been rejected by main church. In May, new appointments of bishops will be made. A committee has been formed by the Synod. The 3 archbishops, Marcos, Evastatius and Severos, are not part of the committee. This committee will make decisions in May about new appointments. It means church has stood its ground. The Orthodox Splinter faction backed by Oromian government based in Oromia has been completely dismantled, but the church premises, church buildings in Oromia are under the control of this faction. Old administration is gradually returning to the diocese in Oromia. Now it's clear that the church, through its unity, has managed to counter this attack on the church from the splinter faction, which no more is a faction. It has rejoined the church. No statement so far about Tigray. A crucial issue on agenda on today's meeting was Tigray Orthodox Church. Recently, Tigray Orthodox Church made some appointments of Tigray archbishops for foreign dioceses. Lama, Tigray Prime Church has been established in Tigray. The appointments, the establishment of this regional structure have been rejected by main church. And church invited Tigray archbishops for today's meeting. No statement from the church so far. Hopefully in coming hours we'll be able to brief you about what happened at the meeting about Tigray Orthodox Church. Thank you for watching.